All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And that one results in 35 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
No, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, slow down.
They'll look to throw here. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Caught left side. It's Beckham. He got 29 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time. and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kareem Martin coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, it's Corral. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin. They'll run with Lynch, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They're going to look to throw. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Lynch. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, gun. Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27's the same.
First throw now for the backup Manning. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with it. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The pitch goes to Barkley. Fights him off. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays. 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets, I guess visiting if you want to call them that in their home stadium, on top over the Giants. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over them. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll drop to throw, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. Now it's Ellington to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
I got you, 88. I got you.
He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
4 down, 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mason Foster not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Giants. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Watch it now, Barney,
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Leopard. Leopard.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Over.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Giants on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching it? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants!
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gun!
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Giants on third down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for New York. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This to make it a 3-score game late.
4 down. Check 52. Leopard! Leopard!
They begin with a run by Barkley. A gain of 3, second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, now look at 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2, and the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Here's a give to Lynch, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
1st down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.